Today I am going to be doing a complete full paint correction for the 2002 Honda Civic EX. This is my commuter car, and I just figured, hey, let's see what kind of results we can get on this old paint, try to make it shine, but mostly it's really to protect the car too for the winter. I'm going to do a full paint correction, so we are going to be doing, I'm going to decontaminate the entire car, wash it, decontaminate, clay bar the entire car, and then I'm going to do a compound polish, and then put a sealant on it and wax it and just see what kind of results we can get. Overall, I just like to keep the paint in really good condition, so let's see what happens. Also, just to note, I'm not going to use the foam cannon on the car right now. I got a wash mitt that I'm kind of getting ready to move over to a tire wash mitt anyways. It's not that dirty, but I wouldn't use it on my X5 at the moment or anybody else's car. So no foam cannon for this video. Sorry for the effects, but I'm just going to go ahead and wash it down. I use electric pressure washer, which works out perfect. It's nice for these quiet neighborhoods, and yeah, go from there. Alright guys, for the next, let's see if we can brighten that up a bit. So for the next product I'm using, it's CarPro Iron X. I'm going to decontaminate the entire vehicle. I do think that this is an old bottle because it smells awful, terrible, but works pretty good for decontaminating. So I'm going to go with this, spray it on, and then I'm going to just rub it off lightly with a damp rag once it turns a little bit purple. Kind of take some of those contaminants off of it, so give that a shot.
Without acting alone, without having no soul.
Alright guys, here is how this process works. I kind of brought the products out just so you can see, where I'm going with this, but basically we're going to do clay. I got some leftover clay that's in good condition. I also have some more new clay that'll work right here. I use a quick detailer, sprayed on as your lube for your clay, and make sure you're folding it over. After that step, I have this dual action orbital buffer. It's a Pressa. It's my first one. It works good. I'm sure I'll get a better one down the road, but for now, it's working for me. I got two different hex pads here. We got your compound pad and then a polish pad, and then I'll use a microfiber pad for the wax at the end. But I'm just going to go ahead and use the complete compound from Griot's. I've had good results with it already, and then after that, we will go to the ultimate polish from Meguiar's. I'm pretty brand agnostic, but I have found good results with these. I'm almost done with both of those, so eventually I will switch to something else and give that a shot. But right now we're going to go over here and we are going to do some clay. Okay, so here we are, quick detailer, got the wax. I just want to make sure you guys can kind of hear the difference. It sounds bad all over the car. If you really get in there. I've actually clayed the trunk before, so just for fun when I was doing some testing. No, it's not pot plants, guys, it's just tomato plants, indoor garden. When we're done, hopefully the whole thing sounds smooth. Keep your clay in a safe area. That's not the best spot, but I'm gonna wipe this up. I just want to Show you guys the sound difference if I can. Of course I have music on in the background, not helping. But it's already basically like glass. Alright, so gonna do the hood. I'm not gonna show the whole car on video, but I'll just do a quick speed up of me doing the hood. Alright, of course I'm trying to make a video the one day the landscapers are out there, so I had to close the garage. A little darker in here. But I wanted to see if we can pick up the sound. The side over here, this quarter panel has not been clayed, the hood has been clayed, and hopefully there's not too much background noise from those guys out there, but let's see if we can hear the difference. Not clayed, clayed. Use my other hand. Get that little dust off. I don't want to keep rubbing dirt in there. Hopefully you get that. You can see the contaminants. I mean, it is so much smoother than that side. Looks a little bit better too, but it's crazy to see what just clay will do to get that off. Reason you want to get all that stuff off is as soon as you go down to the compounding phase, you don't want to be working that dirt into the paint. It's just going to make it even worse. So you always have to clay before the compounding phase. Okay, it's completely clayed, whole thing. Took a little while longer than I wanted it to, but you really got to make sure you got everything off. There's a couple different marks that aren't like, you know, there's some dents here, paint spot there. Back bumper's in tough shape, and since it's older, it's actually a little bit faded, so not quite the same color as the car now, which is a bummer, but you can't really tell at a quick glance. So now I'm going to isopropyl alcohol the entire car, wipe that down, and I can go ahead and jump into the compound phase. Just real quick, you can kind of see better now how bad the paint is on the hood. The rest of the car looks about the same. So hopefully we can get rid of that. That is the idea. Okay, so once you get your hex pad on, again this is a Pressa, it still has adjustable speed on the end, dual action orbital buffer. Got my hex pad on, it's fairly clean. It's pretty centered right now too. But this one has lines on the back so you can at least see where it's spinning, which is crucial. To prime the pad though, you want to make sure that you use your quick detailer. Running out here. But prime the pad, get a little spray on there. You don't want to do anything dry, it's very abrasive, so let's see if I can. A little prime, and then now I'm going to put dime size drops here, 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 and in the middle, so all four corners, if you will, a square, and then I'll put one in the middle. I'll rub them in a little bit, and then I'll start to dab, and then I will get it going on the car. So we'll get that. Alright, wish I had a little better color for you. To the left of, let's see, to over here, not done. This side's done. I've just got to wipe it off. Let's see if there's any notable difference under the camera. I don't know. I think I had a little too much product, or at least I need to work it in a little better. Looked like it was a little heavy. But, wow. It's not perfect, but it's gone a long ways. So let's see. I'm going to borrow you. There's still some minor scratches, but look at that light bulb right there in the center. That's what I'm focusing on. It's pretty clear. I could do a little bit more, but that looks good for now. I'm fairly happy with it. I might do a little once over at the end. Alright guys, the hood has been completely compounded. The reflection difference is incredible right away. That's the first thing you notice. Keep in mind though that you still got to polish after this. So this is just getting rid of some of those major swirls. I couldn't get everything out. I didn't want to go too far into the clear coat. I'm sure people will correct me and say I could keep going. But just trying to be safe, and as long as it looks good right now, which it does, I'm pretty good with that. But then you'll polish after this. It's going to look a lot deeper. I'll show that polishing phase when we get to it, but for now, got a shiny hood. Little dent there. Where'd that go? Little gash in the hood. Okay, the entire car has been compounded, so the whole thing looks just a lot better. There's a lot more shine. There's still some scratches I couldn't get out, which is, it's a bummer, but I did what I could. I left a little test spot up here so that we can see what the results are like in the end and what the difference is. But now I've got to polish it, so got to do the exact same steps. It doesn't take as long though. It's compounding, but I'll put a polishing pad on and use the polish and shine it up. Alright, so same idea with the polish. You're going to put some drops on, and you're going to go over a couple different passes of the car, but it should be a bit quicker. And I've learned that you don't need to tape the car. If you let the product break down, then you can go over the creases right here without it getting in there and having to lift the thing or get a brush and get it out, which could create scratch marks. So there's some technique to it. And alright guys, so it's done. Everything's done. It's been polished. Looks good. It's actually been sitting here for a couple days. I got busy, but now I'm going to go ahead and do the isopropyl alcohol wipe down on it before I put on the Hydro2 sealant. I was going to do a different sealant and then let it sit on the car, but the Hydro2 is really quick, and I know a lot of people are interested in seeing it, so that's what I'm going to go with. So I'll do a quick wipe down, and then I'll pull it out, and I'll show you how to apply the Hydro2. Alright guys, so what I'm going to be using is CarPro's Hydro2. It is a very, very quick sealant. It is a wipeless silica spray. Use it before a couple times, works really well. Beads and sheets really well on the car. So you dilute this 1 to 6, put it in the spray bottle that you have, which I'm going to do here, and then you spray it on when the car's wet. So I'll show you that process here in a second once I get filled. So this is about how much I'm putting in. If you look at the line back here holding it straight, it's about 150 milliliters. So I'll fill it up to the 15. You can probably go a little higher. If you use a black car, make sure you dilute this even more, or else you will get tiger stripes down the side of it. And boom, ready to go. Bad weather to show it, but here's what it looks like. Completely done, paint correction. Sorry, heads up, I gotta check the oil. It's starting to rain out here, but that's just fine because it needs to be wet while we do this. And again, you have to put this on the car while it's wet. It's water activated, I guess. So it's okay that it's sprinkling out right now. It's actually a little bit better. I'm going to rinse the whole car down and then show the other process. All right, now we're going to go ahead and spray. Don't let it sit for more than 30 seconds. Spray, 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 and then rinse it off immediately with a pressure washer or anything high pressure. You can already see it starting to beat off. Alright guys, it's starting to rain a little bit more, so I want to get my camera not too wet, but I want to show you the difference in the beating. Hopefully we can get a good angle and you can tell. Let's see, come on. It's so hard to see in this light. The car's doing very well. Everything, here's what the roof looks like. Good round beads, that's what you want to see. Whole car covered. I got my test patch, I'm ready to get that going at some point here, but yeah, good round beading. They're sitting on top of the, on top of the silica spray, so it's working good. It works on the glass, works on everything. I use it on rims too for brake dust on my BMW and then the Mercedes.